Alexandra Ignatova Trusova, the silver medalist of the 2022 Beijing Olympics in figure skating, and Kamila Valieva, the 2020 World Junior Champion, have been included in the main roster of the Moscow team for the 2026-2027 season. The names of the figure skaters are listed on the website of the Moscow Department of Sports. Valieva is listed as the 4th figure skater, and Trusova is listed as the 8th. Valieva returned to training in October 2025, and as of December 25, 2025, she is officially eligible to compete after completing her doping suspension. Trusova announced her return to the ice in early 2026, and she will be training under the guidance of Vitaly Tutberidze. Both athletes have been added to the reserve roster of the Russian national team. It may seem like a dream, but it's not. The International Skating Union has granted Russian figure skaters the opportunity to compete under a neutral flag. This suspension lasted for more than 4 years, but now the road to international competitions is open. American figure skating journalist and analyst Jackie Wong commented on the return of Russian figure skaters to international tournaments. The return of Russian figure skaters was not a big surprise, given what we've heard this season, as well as the fact that neutral athletes were allowed to compete in figure skating at the Milan Olympics. As with the Olympic Games, I think many people will be interested to see how the criteria for selecting athletes for the Olympics are enforced. It's no surprise that the reaction in the United States has been mixed and tends to be negative, as was the case when the decision was made to allow neutral Russian athletes to compete in figure skating at the Olympic Games. Wong said, "What records can Trusova break at the age of 22? 5 options for the Queen of Quads. Sasha has already written her name in history more than once, and she is capable of doing so again." On International Olympic Day, June 23, Alexandra Trusova celebrated her birthday in Italy. The silver medalist of the Beijing Games turned 22 years old. There are not many female figure skaters who remain at the top and compete for the highest places at this age, but Sasha is not afraid to return and try to achieve her dream once again. Throughout her athletic career, Trusova has been setting records, and in the new season, the figure skater can return to this path, because there are still some peaks that she has not yet conquered, and there are also unfinished business. Sasha has already become the first figure skater to perform a quadruple jump after giving birth, but she is currently performing these elements as part of her shows and training sessions. Misha Ignatov was born on August 6, 2025, and just a week later, his mother returned to the ice to recover. Step by step, Trusova started jumping double, triple, and finally quadruple jumps. This fall, the figure skater will have the opportunity to make her first attempts at quadruple jumps in competition. At the age of 22, Trusova is the only figure skater in the world who is taking the risk of attempting a quadruple jump. However, last season, the Japanese figure skater Ryo Sumiyoshi struggled with quadruple jumps, either landing in a half spin, falling, or performing a butterfly jump. If Sasha performs quadruple jumps in the upcoming tournaments, she will become the oldest figure skater with quadruple jumps, at least in Russia. However, in Sasha's case, it should be when instead of if. Adelia Petrosyan, Maria Zakharova, and Elena Gorbacheva were the only Russian women to perform quadruple jumps last season, but they were all born in 2007, while Sasha was born in 2004. It's scary to think that 8 years ago, Alexandra Trusova and Anna Sherbakova launched a quadruple revolution in women's single skating, and Sasha is still in the game. Simultaneously with her quadruple lutz, Alexandra Trusova began to recover her triple axel, the ultra-C element that she had never mastered in competitions. There were many falls and step-overs, but no clean landings on the plus side, which is another motivation for her return. The triple axel is still an important and valuable element in women's figure skating, providing an advantage in the short program. As part of Vitaly Tutberidze's show in the spring, Sasha performed a trixel on a jumping battle several times, and now she only needs to do it at the start. Trusova's return to Tutberidze's group is an excellent opportunity for Vitaly and her team to show that they have learned how to work with adult athletes. For many years, the collective image of Tutberidze's student was that of a young girl with complex content. But by the age of 18, such intense training became impossible, and athletes either left the coach or simply retired. Trusova returned to the sport at the age of 21, and things started to go well. Let's see how things will unfold. This record is more of an impossible feat, as there is still an empty line in the Guinness Book of World Records. Currently, Women's singles competitions under the ISU allow for types of quadruple jumps: toe loop, salchow, lutz, and flip. Trusova was the first to perform 3 of these jumps in tournaments. However, the world of figure skating has yet to witness a Rittberger. In Russia, Adelia Petrosian and Sofia Samodelkina performed a quadruple Rittberger at the competitions, but their attempts were not counted as they were performed at national competitions. Sasha Trusova, on the other hand, only attempted this quadruple in training. In 2020, she performed it while training with the Ehrlich Angels. If the figure skater ever desires to make it back into the Guinness Book of World Records, she still has the opportunity to do so.